Alright, so hello everyone, welcome back to some more Planescape Torment. Let us continue resuming our current life. As do we all. Let me see here. Double checking our inventory. He's got quite a full mishmash of things. Journal? Okay, yeah, J is for journal. Let's see here. Find a missing journal. Find the source of Farad's bodies. Get bronze spear for Farad. Find a way to help Ingress. He got angry. Apparently, Kardak's missing one of his workers, a tiefling drunkard by the name of Jelia. He said that he's most likely stumbling around the streets outside the smoldering corpse bar.
I'm gone.
Let's try and go for that again. So I thought we went there, but I didn't see anything. At least not that I noticed.
Come on off with you there, let's go.
So we're looking for a tiefling. Okay.
What are you afraid?
I think we've witnessed what the tiefling character models kind of look
All
like
right.
now. Thugs. Not tiefling, not tiefling, not tiefling.
Come on in, Cutter! Come on in, Cutter, you're gonna love this!
Oh, that seems to be the guy. See a thin man, stained clothes, a hooked nose, and two stubby horns jutting from his forehead. He is stumbling about, muttering to himself. He stinks of brine, vomit, and cheap wine. Are you Shelley? If so, Kardak needs you back at the market. Kardak, the man's eyes widen. Kardak, you can res boss. Yeah, can tell him he can pike off, and he a filthy dog, a cur of the lowest sort, and just not working for him anymore. He jabs you with a finger. Tell him that. I'll tell him farewell. Alright. The wasted drunkard says he doesn't want to work for you.
All right.
You see his scowl deepen since when you first saw him. Looks like it's about to crack his face in two. I found him. Is that right? Where is he then? He said to pike off you were the cur of the lowest sort and that he's not going to work for you any longer.
Updated my journal.
Karlak's face turns bright red and his face cracks into a snarl. Damned be his name. May all the evils of the plains hound his footsteps. Blistering streams of insults, threats, and speculation about Charles' family roots issues from Kardak's mouth.
New taunts, all right.
Ooh, Mark clicks his teeth together as Kardak builds up steam. You can almost hear him taking notes inside of his skull. He finishes his tirade with a grunt. Damn that, shall I? I'm in need of a day's work. I'll take his duties for a time in exchange for his pay. You can't. Actually, maybe you can. It's hard work. There's no drinking on my watch. Understood. Let's get started. The work is long and the end shift you are not the least bit tired. Other laborers are amazed at how quickly you are able to work the amount of weight you can carry. Kardak grunts as you return. You have broader shoulders, you do. You're worth twice what Gerald was, and here's your pay. He tosses a handful of coins. 20 coppers and all. Now get, we've got more, no more use for you. Farewell then.
Come on in, Basher. We have the best blades in town.
Alright, I got some extra coinage. And I got some experience. Speaking of which, check characters. Any level ups? Nope. Getting close to one though with Nameless One. He's only about 3,000 out? Yeah, a little less than. It's taking a while to level.
Can't afford to get caught off guard, Cutter. We sell only top of the line.
Let's see here. Anything else we can finish? Bronze Sphere. Find a way to help. That's right. She's running about. Find a decanter of endless water. Speaking head named Gla. They've situated in the Weeping Stone Catacombs has asked me to search out a decanter of fresh water to release it from its curse. I have accepted the task of delivering a strange box to a person named Kuatari Mar. Mar says his fellow can usually be found within the southeastern section of the hive. Kuatra, southeast. So back over to the smoldering corpse.
Come on off with you there. Let's go.
All right, Governor, don't dawdle then.
I'm gone.
Drunks, harlots, dwellers. More thugs. A tour guide, a collector. Not what I'm looking for. Nope.
Hey, we're being watched, Chief. Just look natural. Casual.
More hive dwellers. Nope, nope, nope.
Have you got the kid? you got there, kid?
Nope, nope. Barking Wilder. That's a whole bunch of nope. Okay, you're a named person, I wonder. There's a few odd ones hanging around. Let me save game really quick before I try talking to anyone. You see a young woman dressed in leather bodice and leggings. She smells faintly of cheap perfume. Her face, though pretty, is painted with garish makeup. She seems quietly like she smiles quietly as she sees you speaking. Seeking some company? No, but I had some questions. Alright, I thought because they were named they weren't just the regular, but okay.
Buy a drink. See the burning man. He's on fire. You've got to see it to believe it. The burning man, right here, right inside. Come on in, buy a drink. See the burning man. He's on fire. You've got to see it to believe it. The burning man, right here, right inside. Come on in, Cutter. Come on in, Cutter. You're gonna love this. Come on inside. Come see the burning man. He's on the spit. You'll love it. You, sir, come on in.
Whatever. Okay, he's weird, but I don't know what to expect there.
Come on inside. Come see the burning man. He's on the spit. You'll love it. You,
Done.
sir, come on in.
Who are you? Nope. Can't say I heard of you, Mr. Warrior. Can it truly be that none in this town have heard of me or my exploits? Alas, I shall have to prove myself over and over again. And here I thought my fame had spread across the world. What world are you from? I come from the Sea of Elburn in the River Thames. Surely you've heard of its glories and wonders. No matter. This place is enlightened and I'm not even sure how to pronounce that. He is arrogant when it comes to splendors of true cities. I'm told that my land is what is called a prime by the citizens of the city, though prime of what I don't know. How did you get here? I was chasing my old foe, the villainous life shade Tyr Tanello. He paused and waiting for acknowledgement, and then continues. He conjured his demonic magic and opened himself a doorway and hurled himself through it. Before he could flee me entirely, I threw myself after him and found myself here. I get you're one of the clueless. He bristles, reddening as his clutches conversely around his hilt of his sword. Clueless, is it? I take offense to your words. Sirrah, and bid you farewell in the hopes that you should never cross paths again. He turns away from you and still flustered and enraged. Just want to ask you some questions. He sighs heavily as his eyes with you of disdain. Then be on with it, scarred one, and ask can be done. I'd like to apologize to you. You wish to apologize? That's what I said. Then I suppose it's a point of honor I must accept your apology. Very well. In return, I offer my apology as well. Let us set the matter aside and speak no more of it. Very well. Can you answer me some questions for me? Who are you? No. What world are you from? How'd you get here? Show more. Sounds like quite an adventure. I had other questions for you. Who are the patrons of this bar? I've only met Ebb. Crunchies. He's been instructing me in the ways of the city and the plans and the planes. My foe's spell must have captured us. Must have catapulted us far across the world, or for I know of no planes near our former location. No, planes, as in the planes of existence. They are planes of the negation of thought and belief. They are not of physical prairies or grasslands, but of other dimensions. A look of confusion passes across his face. I understand. What the old man said is starting to make sense. Excuse me, I must think this over. Farewell. Farewell. I just helped a guy realize he's lost himself in another plane of existence. He's got quite the undoing to look before himself with. Forget. Right. I think it was... I think it was you. Patrons of this place. Trying fully, it's quite an undertaking if I say so myself. Those are those that interest me. There are others, well, perhaps I'm too discriminating. For time farewell. I'm trying to find, was it Ebis or whatever again? One corpse patron, smoldering corpse patron. I actually legit helped this guy figure out that he's in another plane of existence. That's just kind of amusing. And gave me a decent amount of XP. Eb. Hey. You'll see a slightly stooped old man with full gray beard and lines made of gray hair. He wears a couple of shoulder guards as armor and he keeps a helmet nearby. He smokes a pipe and carries a pouch of tobacco around his waist. He looks pretty strong, but he's a little plump and also appears to have some sort of breathing trouble. Well, now, ain't you a sight, lad? Never have I seen that many scars blanketing a fella. Like a scar cloak you're wearing. Where you been hanging out in the grain thresher? Oh, I'm just jesting with ye, lad. No offense meant. I hope no offense taken. I'm Ib. He extends his hand. Greetings, Ib. His handshake is firm. Now, I hereby tender my apologies for the unfair jest in that. Hope for no hard feeling. Can I buy you a tankard or two, or something smooth for any ruffled feathers? Why not? That's the spirit, lad. Wait a moment. He rises to his feet and heads to the bar. After a moment, he returns to his seat with a pair of tankards. Here you go, lad. Drink up. He tastes a massive swallow of his own drink, tankard, and puffs his pipe and says, "What can old Ed do ya for in this fine city today?" I have some questions about this place. Oh, well, I gathered that just to look at you. I mean, you don't look like you're from these parts, lad. You look like you're a little too out of sorts to be a seasoned native. He chuckles and then takes another drink. So what can I help you with, lad? You need to know the lay of the land. He winks. So who are you? If Creeknees, third measure of the Homorum, now retired and being tout with a voice since I don't step as lightly as I might these last 2 or 3 decades, he chuckles. Now lad, who be you and what be trouble you in? Third measure of hormonum? He puffs it up slightly in pride and gets a semi-stern look at his face. Aye, third measure of the harmonium. He relaxes a little. Though I haven't served a tour of duty in many a decade. Pushing a quill isn't quite my ally after the fights and skirmishes I've been in, so I just bide my time keeping tabs on things down here in the hive and helping out a little where I can. And you look like someone who might need a hand. Are you in some kind of trouble, lad? A few troubles. I woke up in a mortuary and seem to have forgotten who I am. Eh? Ed blinks and then frowns. What was that you said? You woke up in the mortuary. Ed studies you closely. Oh, now did they mistake you for dead under them scars, mayhap? Ed chuckles. Can't say I would have been the smarter. He puffs his pipe. Them dusties, he catches himself. I mean, them dustmen. Dusties being the rude term to refer to them pale-faced fellas. I don't mean them no much disrespect. They have all the perceptions and friendliness of a gravestone sometimes, eh? Can't say I couldn't see them screwing that up, no, lad. That's what I've heard. I had some other questions. Hey, lad, what'd you like to know? is this place? I mean, the smoldering corpse, by lad, not a pretty place at some, but it's got its own homespun kind of charm. Tell me about the patrons here. Well, you got who claims to be a letter instead of a person. There's some mercy killers waiting around for a criminal pair or Mabashi and the Furlough on the Blood War. This guy over there who's been watching you from afar, not too unusual, mind you. The Fury Cutters and Elias down here, a clueless kid whose britches seem to be just a bit too tight, if you get my meaning. If you're wanting information on the planes, talk to Kendra Ilbon over there. He knows more than most. Some other questions. Tell me his sigil. He laughs. You don't think small, do you? If you want to know what's outside the city, go talk to Kidron over there. He's a traveler of this place. As for the rest of it, well, I can tell you of the lady of the W's keys and portals, the way that we keep track of time, and the way the city is laid out. What you want to know? Tell me of the lady. Well, now, not many know much about her, lad. And I'm figuring even those that know more than little don't know much more. She's a mystery, she is. And even should you run across her, powers forbid, she's silent and deadly. She's not evil, far as I can tell, but she keeps the dark about herself, and sigil pretty tight. None's been able to penetrate it, and if they have, they've been mazed. Mazed? What do you mean? Aye, sometimes bloods will be packed off to the place where they can do no harm. The lady, see, she'll take a bit of sigil and make a little dimensional pocket out of it. A maze. She places those that have crossed her in there and lets them rot. Puffs on his pipe. Now you can't escape getting mazed once the lady sets her sights on you, lad. She'll get you eventually, no matter how hard you try and dodge you. You'll be walking down an alley or about to step through a portal or take a left turn down a street and you're gone. Medieval times before and suddenly you're someplace you didn't recognize. Now, mazes aren't escape proof. There's always a way out of each one. A portal the lady places there. You must have to figure out where it is and how to use it. Don't know why I've gone full dwarf with this guy. I had some other questions about sigil. Tell me about the Dabus. Aye, those funny floating bloods that speak in symbols? He chuckles. Quite the piece of work, eh? Dabus are kind of a lady's janitors and workmen doing exactly what she wants, making sure sigil's running up to snuff. Patching walls, tearing down old buildings, building new ones, setting up portals, sealing off others, and on and on. They're a pretty neutral faring bunch, and you wouldn't want to interfere with one or kill one, or you'll bring the lady's wrath down upon you right quick. Other questions about sigil. Sigil's time. The way we measure time in Sigil is by the brightness of the sky. See, we ain't got no sun and moon like other worlds. We just got this everlasting haze that brightens and darkens at regular cycles. What most folks call midnight, we call anti-peak. And what they call noon, we call peak. See, it's based on the peak and anti-peak of the brightness. So when someone says something about the 5 hours past peak, that's what they mean. More questions about Sigil. Tell me of the layout. Phew, let my tongue. He takes a pull from his tankard. The city floats above the infinity tall spire. The spire that lies on its side like a discarded wagon wheel. But there's no spokes that connect it to the spire. It's divided into 6 wards, each of them with its own function. Right now, you're in the Hive. I think the purpose of the Hive is to be a squire for the rest of the city's grandeur. He laughs. Factions, philosophical clubs, or gangs if you prefer. Divide up the running of the city between them. Alright, go on. The city's called the Crossroads of the Plains, and the city of doors, and the cage. It's got portals to all of creation. They say and all manner of beasties come through here to trade, called kip or hop, and from one place to another. Now that's just the quick version, lad. You have to experience the place for yourself. Mention something about portals? Sigil's called the City of Doors for a reason, lad. There's portals everywhere. Portals are, well, like doors that lead across the multiverse, except they don't look like doors. Instead, they can be any bounded space. Window, door, pothole, picture frame, barrel, hoop. The spaces inside, scaffolding, a wardrobe, each could be a portal, waiting for you just the right key to open it and take you to someplace in the multiverse. Now, keys. Go on. Aye, each portal has a key that you need in order to open it. Now, while portals can be bounded places, keys have more variety. They could be anything from a tune you hum when you're next to the portal, to dancing a jig, to being in the right mood, to having a piece of the place you want to go in your hand, and on and on. In my youth, I once convinced a girl that kissing the man beside it would open the portal to Arcadia. Turned out I was right, and many trips to Arcadia did we have. Many portals probably have never been found. There's some you can uncover just by asking people and getting the right key. Finding out the dark of a portal is the toughest part. But I warn you, lad, portal hopping shouldn't be a pastime for a fella in your way, nor should you be wandering Sigil after dark. Neither. You'd best really stick to the main ways on the open peak and watch yourself. Alright, thank you and farewell. Long conversation. Who did he say was a guy who knew a lot about the planes? Um, Kendrian. Kendrian's the one I wanted. Thank you very much. There's a guy that's supposed to be named Kendrian who's somewhere around here, but seems to have vanished. I think it was the guy that I talked to earlier, but he's apparently long gone. I don't know why. This is the person I'm looking for. What was your friend saying about Sigil? He stresses the word as if to emphasize that he has no choice in his acquaintance. Has recently come here for her backwater prime world. My uncle, was a renowned wizard, brought her here to expand her horizons. She labors under the delusion that this is the center of the multiverse, and she thinks it's somehow important. Since I've lived here my whole life, I know otherwise. It's a place that the powers and Planeborn overlook. It's as humans overlook the squirrels in their city parks. It's not important, and the sooner humans have come to realize they're not important, the better they'll be. Really, I'd like to hear a justification for this. In the meantime, can you answer some questions for me? Who are you? I suppose answer some questions. Can you tell me about this place? So our corpse, I brought my greenhorn clueless prime cousin here to see some of the sights and smells and sounds of Sigil's beauties. So far, she remains unimpressed. I can see why. Can you tell me something else? Is that burning by the entryway? Can't hesitate that unfortunate fellow goes by the name of Ignis. Burned down a portion of the hive before the folks here got together and took care of him. They made him a conduit of eternal. They made him a conduit to the eternal plane of fire, and now he's Rafe here for folks' amusement. Not too amusing, but interesting, certainly. So anyways, can you tell me about something else? Actually, no, then goodbye. Smoldering corpse for patron. This woman is far off. Cast her face. She's not exactly young, nor is she exactly old. Perhaps it's the expression of slight disbelief That's etched across her features. The expression says she doesn't believe her senses. When she focuses on you, she speaks sharply but not angrily. Do you need something? What was this you and your friend were saying about Sigil? He's not my friend, he's my cousin. He's just telling me that this isn't the center of the multiverse, despite it being located smack in the middle of the Outlands, despite it being the focal point of portals from all over the cosmos. There isn't a known place with more, despite all the quarreling the gods do over it. Despite the sheer variety and concentration of power that accumulates here, there's no place like this in the cosmos, and he's telling me there's nothing special? Ha! Interesting perspective. Perhaps you both have elements of truth? Perhaps you're correct, but I find that such a revelation is often beyond me. Either the plane is important or it's not. Paradox may fuel the planes, but there's must be some sense to it somehow. Not necessarily, but I haven't time to argue this right now. Instead, I'd like to ask some more questions. What can you tell me about this place? This is understand Smalling Corpse Tavern, named after the fellow near the entrance. From what I can see, it's a dive where scum mixes with cream to create a entirely unappetizing new flavor. Of course, being from the prime, perceptions might be jaundiced. Um, you're from the prime. What are you doing here? Visiting, extending my horizons. The prime is a fine place to live, but it's a little too real, I suppose. My uncle gives each of his nieces and nephews a few years in the plains and allows them to remain here if we desire. I think I might so desire. I am fascinated and repelled, but then I suppose that's the nature of the plains, isn't it? As I understand, yes. Do you have enough knowledge to give me some answers? Who's the guy burned by the entryway? That's Ignis. He attempted to burn down a portion of the city some time back, centuries, and was punished by being turned into a living flame. A nasty fate, but fitting for a known pyromantic and arsonist. From what I've read, it'd be best to leave him well alone. How do you know so much about this place? Aren't you from the Prime? The Uncle Sealand and I share is a wizard who makes his home here. He brings his relatives to the plane on occasion to show them the delights and horrors of the multiverse. I wanted to be sure I was ready for the trip, so I prepared myself extensively. I probably know more about the city than my cousin who's lived here in his entire life. She gestures despairingly at the man nearby. It's quite the uncle. Can I ask some more questions? Who are you? Maybe I'll answer some questions. I'm looking for a journal. Sorry, I'm new in town. I can assure you I haven't had anything that I recognize as a journal, though I am told that something that appears to be a person could in actuality be a journal for some other creature. I'm still trying to get my head around the philosophy here. It's a little overwhelming, but they say if you stick with it, it becomes much easier. That's a relief. I'd like to get some answers from... I certainly hope so. Farewell. Yeah, I still haven't figured out what I want to know. I need to almost study that. Don't get me wrong, it's been interesting getting all these dialogues and stuff, but I almost still feel like I need to study a walkthrough to get some of these things done. Sound smoldering corpse. Greetings. Just the same thing. Find the decanter. Southeastern section of the hive.
All right.
World map. Yeah, we're in the southeastern portion of the hive as far as I can tell. I've not found this person yet that we are looking for.
Come on in, Cutter, you're gonna love this.
Oh, actually, this is I think the warehouse of the guy that we're looking for. I should have looked at that sooner, dang it.
Done.
Ah, hello. Moving from box to box, this man seems totally immersed in counting boxes and scribbling results down on a piece of parchment. He looks annoyed as you interrupt him. What is it now? Can't you see I'm busy taking inventory? Go bother someone else. I was told to deliver this box to you. Well, why didn't you say so then in the first place? Let's see what you got there for me. I'm sure it'll need to be inventoried. Mark told me to give this to you. As you hold out the box for him to take, Kotara's expression turns from one of interest to intense horror. No, please, get away from me! I don't understand. Why are you afraid of this box? I said, get back! Death! Evil! Had to do my... Couldn't take it anymore. Please, take it to Braskin. Live Southwest. Hive. No! Apparently the side of the box is too much for him as he runs screaming into the building. Wait, what am I supposed to do with...
Updated my journal.
God damn it. Well, since he left us here, we can always search the place and see if there's anything worth looting. Sadly, I'm not seeing anything. Seems actually kind of bland.
Done.
Well, he went running, and he's not in our face anymore, so that means he's never coming back. I heard a strange encounter with Kotara, who I was entrusted by Mar to deliver the strange box to. Kotara seems to be afraid of whatever lies within it, and then when I showed it to him, he became so frightened he began to ramble and then took flight. From what I could make of his man's ramblings, he wanted me to take it to a box to someone named Braskin, who lives somewhere in the southwestern section of the hive. I only hope that Braskin fellow will clear things up and take this box off my hands. I can't but feel a little bit uneasy every time I look at it. Braskin? Is there any place called Braskin? Or has Braskin's name on it? House of Vermin, Hive Dwelling, Braskin's Kit.
Done.
Who knows? It seems to be another bar. Maybe we'll find more information there anyway. Up this way.
Not them. Let's see, I remember them too.
This is not the place I was actually looking for. Sorry.
I'm gone.
Must be up here. No, that's supposed to be the place. Ah, yep. A loud booming voice pressed says, "What in the name of the abyss are you doing in my house? Leave now before I make you even more ugly than you already are." I was asked to deliver this box into your care. Well, why didn't you say so? Hand it over and you can be on your way. As soon as you present the box, Raskin, his expression changes from anticipation to that of amusement. Whoa there! I won't fall for that trick a second time. Put that thing away and leave. I don't understand. Why won't anyone take this box? First, Kotara, now you. Did you say Kuatara? Baskin then lets out a great bellow of laughter. Why is that fellow so brought the... Why, that's the fellow who bought the box off me. Thought he'd got the best of me when he bought it. I guess he figured figured the gem alone was more than worth the price that he paid me. Poor fellow didn't realize he'd be gotten himself into when it was too late. Just what's so horrible about this box? You mean you really don't know anything about the box you're holding? Well, I guess it won't hurt to tell you that what I know. First off, you don't get any ideas in your head. The curse on the box only affects current owner of the box, and to be the owner of the box, you have to willingly take possession of it. There goes the idea of just leaving the box for someone else to find. So, what's in the box? Now, that's a good question. The box has been around the hive since anyone can remember. There's as many rumors flying about it as you can imagine. Over time, the truth has been warped a little bit further with each telling of the story. Go on. I've heard many a story about that box, and they all seem to have a recurring theme. The name given to that foul thing is Mordor's box, and the owner of the box will die should he or anyone else open it. As soon as to the contents, who knows? Some say it's the ancient dragon, while others say it's the devil's soul of Mordor himself. I can't tell for sure, but just by looking at it, any soul can tell it's something evil, and one would have to be a fool to open it. What am I supposed to do with it? I would suggest you see, Shalandra. She lives in the northeastern region of the hive. It was from her that I won the box. Who knows, maybe she'll still have more knowledge of it than knowledge of what to do with it, or you can find some other coolest perk to take it off your hands. It's up to you. I wish you luck.
Updated my journal.
Great. Great, we got a cursed death box. You know what, just to see what happens. Save game. I want to see if I could die. Use it. Open the box.
Die.
Just folly.
None of that identified rusted dagger, though. Interesting. So the box is gone. Mordor's rupee. I just wanted to see if it would kill me. Instead, a monster popped out of it and we murdered it, got a ruby, and some extra stuff. I don't know why that ended up in there. Oh, you know what? I think it was because I had the one thing for a while. Right. Okay.
Don't want to part with that.
So neither identified a sledgehammer. Now we got a new dagger to identify as well. Bronze ring though, we can sell that. Yes, I have some things I like to get rid of if you even yet don't mind. Yeah, well, I'll take that. Why not? Dang it. Identify. I don't have enough to identify. Done.
Hey, we're being watched, Chief.
Jellied
Just look
Hydra
natural.
eyeballs in aspic. Give it a
Casual.
try. It's delicious.
Hive dwell in marketplace. Actually, we've never
Show me.
ventured over here, apparently. Oh, that's because it's not letting me venture over there. Yeah, how about we don't? Actually, I might go down there anyway. I don't think we've actually been there yet. Save game though. And we'll do this venture really quick and see what happens when we walk in. Dweller greets you with exaggerated politeness and a deep bow. Greetings, stranger. You've chosen a auspicious day to pass through the Lands. It'll toll be a mere 10 coins. Bluff, I've already paid that. The Razor Angel looks off into the shadows for a moment, makes a hand sign, and shakes his head at you. No, you haven't. This is the last warning. You'll get 10 coins or you'll get cold earth. Try to take them from me, Burke.
Damn it.
I'm gone.
Damn it. Did you see that?
Wrecking a whole bunch of punks today. So, tell me. Well, let's wish us to die this day. So I see someone creeping in our general direction. Hello, dead man. Well, a lot of names in the dead book already today. Who wants to add to it? Oh wow, we got an entire alleyway full of them, eh?
Did you see that?
Ding, did I see that? That was a crit. A big flash of light.
I'm gone.
Oh, there we go. Brought in to fight us, and yet you don't even leave loot behind. What kind of useless punks are you? Self skill bonus, pocket skill bonus, less charisma. Usable only by thieves. Thieves, this team be not.
Damn.
Treacherous folly.
There's a bunch of dumb punks that don't know when to stop trying to chase after me. Mort's gonna be filled with rings by the time we're done here. We're gonna have some good decent amount of coppers to sell. Actually, yeah, he's taking a bit of damage, just hand him some bandages and picks himself up. Keep this up, we're gonna have an empty alleyway. Actually, since we have a big lull in the combat, I'm gonna say we're gonna save game and we'll continue combat next time. So stay tuned for that, as we'll continue right from here tomorrow. Thank you all very much for watching. Hope you also continue to enjoy, and to keep watching on either BitChute or YouTube if you're not watching here on the live streams. And if you want to catch the streams live and make commentary at me while I'm playing a game, or even just want to help out a little bit here and there when I start getting stuck, by all means check out the links below, and you should be able to find the links there to find me when I do this in the afternoons. I usually try to do this just before dinner time. Speaking of which, I'm going to be heading off to dinner now. So thank you all again. Stay safe. Have a good night. And I'll be back later this evening on the Unearthly Podcast as we discuss the Romans from the episode of Doctor Who. But thanks again. See you all later.